The popular Japanese kintsugi metaphor, where broken pottery and ceramics are repaired with gold instead of throwing them out, says your cracks are where the light gets in. But after 40 years in private practice, I learned a deeper truth. Your cracks are also where the darkness can get in unless you resolve them. Your cracks are where the darkness gets in unless you resolve the cracks and the cause of the cracks in the first place. So in this video, I'll cover the real path to healing your inner wounds and sealing your energy, so you rise wiser, stronger, and more divinely whole. Because you're not broken, you're becoming. You're not broken, you're becoming whole. You're becoming the person that you were born to be. You're becoming the person that you are destined to be. So where are you now? Do you feel you were born for more than what you have achieved so far? Or are you tired of repeating the pain cycles of betrayal, heartbreak, anxiety, addiction, procrastination, subservience, or burnout? Have you done the courses? Have you read the books? Have you tried the affirmations? But deep down inside, still feel vulnerable to toxic people, to destructive habits, to emotional hijacks and spiritual confusion? Like most of us, did you believe the meme that your cracks are where the light gets in? Does your life agree with that? Or does your life prove otherwise? Because those cracks, that's where fear, guilt, shame, blame, unworthiness, doubt, resentment, regret, disappointment, jealousy, victim, and even energetic parasites can get in. So where would you prefer to be? Would you prefer to feel whole, protected and solid, able to love fully without losing yourself, able to express yourself without being attacked? And if you are attacked, being able to just water off a duck's backet? Would you prefer to be able to hold your light without it being stolen by shortcut people who don't want to do their inner work, who refuse to do their inner work, who would rather keep their addictions, who don't understand or don't seem to understand that self-actualization has to be done yourself and cannot, under universal law, be taken from someone else without karmic repercussions. And in fact, if you take something from someone else that's rightfully theirs, under karmic law, under universal law, you have to give it back. So what's in your way? Do you have unresolved emotional wounds such as abandonment, rejection, betrayal, or any victim consciousness? Do you have wounded self-worth or guilt, blame, or shame? Have you been a people pleaser? Have you been an overgiver, or have you had poor boundaries? Do you have an unhealed inner child? Do you have addictions or karmic entanglements? These are like the cracks in the broken pottery and ceramics. And if left unhealed, these unresolved issues create leaks in your field, openings where toxic energies, abusive relationships, and even spiritual interference can get in. So what is your path of least resistance? The path of least resistance is the path of radical responsibility, remorse, not shame, Forgiveness, not forgetting, not stuffing down or soldiering on regardless. The path of least resistance is the path of gratitude, not bitterness. Choosing, not revenge. Choosing love, not revenge. And this is the true kintsugi process. Not pretending you healed already, not soldiering on, but choosing to heal deeply and consciously. So you can be sealed with light and not leaking your power, your ideas, your good intentions. In 40 years of private practice, I watch people either crack and sink into addiction and victim from the weight of their unhealed trauma, or to rise as radiant vessels of truth, wisdom, and intuitive power because they did their inner work, because they confronted their demons, because they faced their fears, because they integrated their shadow. With the patients I had and the people I know, the cracks didn't let the light in until they seal them first. The light enters through resolution, not rupture. And if you heal your cracks with truth, not denial, with self-forgiveness, not self-judgment, with soul responsibility, not blame, you'll rise more radiantly and unshakable and spiritually protected than ever before. And you'll be able to pass freely through the eye of the needle. So how do you do it? Step 1 is responsibility and repentance. Ask, how did I attract or repeat this pattern? And this isn't blame, it's sovereignty. It's not self-blame, it's sovereignty. Feel genuine remorse for anything that you did or didn't do or ignored that let the pain in. State something like, I see it now. I take responsibility. I forgive myself for not knowing or for not doing better. And step 2 is gratitude for the lesson. Every wound holds wisdom. Even betrayal teaches you discernment. Even abandonment teaches you self-reliance. State something like, thank you for the lesson. I release the need to suffer. And step 3 is to choose love, not the repetitive loop. Release the story. Stop repeating the stories that keep you angry to stay justified. Stay away from people who intentionally trigger you into staying angry or justified. Choose love, not for them, but for you. Love seals the wound and resentment keeps it raw. State something like, I now close this loop and seal this crack with truth, with light and self-honour. Instead of I keep attracting toxic partners, heal your self-worth and your inner child wounds to stop energetically magnetising them. Instead of I'm scared I might never feel whole again, Kintsugi shows you can be whole and even more beautiful than before because of the healing process, which will likely annoy the people that wounded you even more. Instead of I feel used, drained or broken, you're not broken, you are cracked open. Now it's time to see your light and protect your energy. Instead of I don't know where to start, start with responsibility. Start with self-responsibility. Responsibility is the door to everything else. And responsibility is often the hardest because most people would rather blame someone else or something else for them circumstances rather than have a look at themselves. And here's the thing. You're not broken. You're not too late. Your cracks are not flaws unless you judge them to be so. Your cracks are not flaws. They are initiation points. They are initiation points if and only if you heal them. And you actually have to pass the initiations. Don't wait for the light to get in. Invite it in by clearing the darkness, by clearing your own darkness, by clearing the darkness that jealous people might want to project upon you. Invite the light in by clearing the darkness that's squatting in your pain. This is your time. Your past doesn't define you unless you allow it. So don't allow it. Allow your healing to polish you. Allow your healing to refine you. Allow your healing to springboard you into the next step of your highest destiny.